Hi everyone and welcome to the review on the Hot Toys Batman vs Superman 1/6 scale Superman figure. I've done a series of videos since I've got this guy. I've covered everything from the comparison between this one and the Man of Steel figure that was released a few years back. I did a cape video, I did a head swap video, I've done a modification video on the wet look that I've put to the hair. I've done a true light review outside so you can see him in the daylight so you get a really true look at how he actually looks. Whenever you're indoors, no matter how brightly you try to light him up here, I've got like 3 lights on the ceiling all pointing in this direction. He is very well lit right now, but still you're getting that kind of indoor kind of lie. Let's call it that. It sounds a bit harsh, but to see these guys in the absolute, that's why I call it true light review, because you're seeing them outdoors in the truest light possible, and that is exactly what you will get when you get your figure. So check out the True Light review, check out the other videos, let me know what you think. This is more of a final thoughts now that I've had him for a little while. Is there anything I need to tell you? There is something I've learnt, something that could be a potential pain in the butt for some of you guys. Over time, the grabber could permanently sort of mess up your blue lining. See how it has there, right where my finger is? It's subtle and it's in a bit of a who cares kind of place, but just to let you know, it is a bit tricky because that is the only way you can really display him, and it will mess up your suit ever so slightly. Just something to bear in mind. Watch the video on the stand solution that I did. I use a Cumic, see how he's got a groin grabber? It's a Cumic flat base that you can just put underneath this one. As far as accessories go, you get very little, and if you get the regular version, the non-exclusive version, then you can take this out of the equation and you literally just get hands and some wrist pegs and a base, which is pretty but problematic because, as I did say in the intro, the blue piping goes all the way up under the arm, and the clamp that holds him in position actually damages the piping. So, well, it dents it. I don't know if it's going to, wear it away or anything, but the clamp that's holding him there is definitely leaving a dent in the outfit. You can see it just there. It's a little line. But the kryptonite is nice. It does light up really well, and I actually, as I said before in one of the other videos, I prefer the way it looks when it's not lit up. It just looks more real, and you get more of a sense when you move it. See all those kind of the way it changes? That's with the light off. So I do like that. Put the light back on again. It's still really cool, but it's just really obvious that there's just an LED in the center when you turn it on, which kind of distracts me away from how awesome it is when it's off. Look at that. Wow, nice. Yeah, I guess you could put that there and just leave poor old Superman in constant torture. I won't do that. I'm going to put it over here, Soups. The base is actually really nice. I do like the way they've designed this. It has a really cool look to it, and I think the uniformed with the Batman figure, both of them looking very similar, will just be a nice solid way for everyone who checks out your collection. They'll see instantly that these two figures belong together, and it is a cool little design they've come up with. Just got Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice, Superman's nameplate. So yeah, the base is nice, but problematic. What are you going to do? Now, after some time with the figure, I can tell you 100% this is an improvement suit-wise and body-wise over the Man of Steel figure. I do love my Man of Steel figure, and I'll be keeping that forever. It was a gift from Curtis. Can't be selling something like that. I'll be keeping it. And it's nice to have both. I do have to tell you that they did improve things immensely with this figure. It's just, there's no need to do anything to it. I hate it when you get something you have to do all those modifications to make it look screen accurate. I never did the mod on the Man of Steel figure. I left it the way it was. It wasn't something that really bothered me when I looked at him, so I just left it as is. But the way they've done the cape, the way it just comes out of those connection points, so flush over the shoulders and down his back, and just the little details, the way you get that kind of band going around his arm there with the design, kind of, I don't want to call it Celtic, but yeah, you can really see that silver under the body as well. Apparently the body is painted silver to give this effect. It's a clever idea, it certainly works. Really brings out the highlights and the detail. Very movie accurate looking. And the boots, I really like these boots. I love the sort of darker meshy sort of detail on them. I really like the way that's been done. The pivot ankle articulation is really strong and really solid on this one. You don't really need a base for him, but I wouldn't trust it to stand on its own. To give you a little visual comparison between someone who we know for a fact wasn't exactly the tallest guy to ever play a superhero, Michael Keaton, but he certainly was one of the best, regardless of his height. But that is how tall Hot Toys make him out to be compared to Henry Cavill, who I think is coming in at around 6'2", 6'3". Maybe I'm completely off. Someone will pounce on me in the comment section about that, I'm sure. But that is how they look together, and I get the feeling that that is slightly off, that Michael Keaton would appear smaller in real life. But anyway, that is how they look together. It's quite cool. That Batman Returns, despite the lack of articulation, is a hell of a cool looking piece, very real looking, just like the original 89. Shall probably remain a stunner for years to come. Well, he seems to be in pretty good scale with a Predator. That's Predator 2 City Hunter, both level on the base together. And the Predator has quite a bit on Superman. Height-wise, I mean, that seems kind of realistic to me, so yep, that seems cool. That is how big he is next to Predator. Just to come back to the head sculpt, in the previous videos when I first got this figure, I was kind of 50-50 on it. I kept saying that I was seeing the guy from Fantastic Four, and God, it's weird. I don't see that anymore. I can only really see Henry Cavill now. I don't know if it was just a settling in period, or just, I don't know, the fact that it was also new. You know, you just got him out of the box. Maybe the hair mod to give the wet look to the hair has helped it slightly. But now the likeness to Henry Cavill seems very strong. I mean, it's a really good head sculpt. I always said it was a good head sculpt. I just kind of wasn't 100% on the likeness. But coming around it in all angles, you can't really deny. So yeah, I have to do a bit of a 180 on that one. Just genuinely, over time, I've come to really like the head sculpt. It happens, I guess, but I think it is a very good likeness now. So worry not, people. They did a great job. I really like the detail on the hands with this figure. I mean, the clenched fist, you can see the veins seen it around his knuckles, how the kind of pinkness of the blood from the tension. Just those little details, man. Look at the little imperfections on the skin. You know, even the hands are coming a long way now with Hot Toys. They are improving. It is something to behold. Little details, they're the things that make it all worthwhile. These hands are pretty cool. Let's see, let me zoom in on these bad boys. See if this camera will focus for me. Come on, you know you want to. Look at that. Yeah, really good detail. The fingernails are a little bit subtly done. That's the one thing that's not, you know, they could maybe do some kind of little shine effect on them to make them look a bit more like nails, but the actual skin, fingers, knuckles, really impressive. See the different colors, see the pinks, the skin tone, the veins, actually really well done. Really cool detail in the hands. Just wanted to show you this look here. Again, around the tops of the fingers, the knuckles, just really cool work. Alright, this was really tricky to do. The zip wouldn't go down for me, but you can actually see, if I can just, bear with me. God damn it, try not to mess up my cape. Oh, yep, you see in there where the silver starts. I know I'm really not giving you a good look at it, but you can see a little bit there of skin tone, and then suddenly it changes to a very shiny silver. Now, from this point down and all the way around here, yep, definitely got a silver body. The posability is actually quite good, considering the bulk and the outfit. They've actually done a good job of, you can, you know, basically for a posability test, just watch the showcase video I made. I've got him in flight poses, like literally lying down flat, flying poses, hovering poses, stances where he's on the ground. You can see what the arms can do, so check out the showcase video for that kind of stuff. Take my word for it, posability is pretty damn good with this one. But the Man of Steel figure did take it by a little bit in the comparison video as well, so check out the comparison between those two. Let's see who comes out on top. It's actually quite tricky, but I guess it would have to go to this one, really, technically. That's mostly down to the outfit. It's just really well done this time, and there is finally no need to spend extra money to get capes or to do these kind of scary modifications where you have to cut part of the suit and glue bits back together and all that. There's no need for any of that this time. They did a really good job, and the only thing complaint-wise that I have, should have come with a standard Hot Toys base like usual as an option. Should have come with a second head with the you know, the laser vision eyes. For this part of the video, guys, I'm just going to chuck in some photographs. I've been taking pictures constantly while I've had the figure for the past sort of 4 days. At the end of every day of filming the different parts, all these different videos I've been doing, at the end of every day I'll plonk him back down again on the shelf of favorites, put him in a different pose, and then that's him for the night. And so I've been taking pictures over the course of the day, so I'll just show them to you now. It's a good way to show you the poses that you can do, and just in, you know, different angles, different looks. So go ahead and enjoy that now. Alright everyone, so do bear in mind, this is just a final thoughts wrap-up review. The whole series of videos that I've done on this figure since I've got it, I consider it all to make up one big review. So go back, check out the video on the unboxing first impressions, the True Light review outside, the head swap video, the cape video, the showcase video, the comparison between the two figures, and then and then the modification video on the hair, and then finally we find ourselves here at the wrap-up review. So I haven't gone crazy posing him because you could just go back and watch the showcase video. That is specifically what that was for, and hopefully all of the videos together will answer your questions. So to wrap it up, the box is nothing special, it's just a shoebox. The accessories are almost non-existent, and if you get the non-exclusive version, you're not even going to have the kryptonite, you'll literally just have some hands and the base. And as I've said, the base is problematic if you use this because it will dent the blue piping that goes up the center or the side of the body there. This does dent it. If you want to make the upgrade, I'll just get the next Superman that come along, which is the Batman vs Superman version. Soon there'll be a Justice League 1 and a Justice League 2. You know, it's going to keep going. And we're all going to be making decisions. Are we keeping our old one and getting the new one, or are we going to have both? Do we really need 2 Henry Cavill Supermans in the collection? It doesn't come with much. It is an improvement over the last Henry Cavill Superman figure. The suit is fantastic this time. The cape is fantastic this time. The likeness is very strong on the head sculpt. The base looks nice. The hands are really well done. I don't know what else to tell you. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the whole series of videos. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll be with you again soon. I guess the next thing I'll get will probably be the NECA 1/4 scale Batman Begins. Batman Begins all the way. When NECA release this version, I'm all over it because I want one in the kind of, you know, moody cape wrapped around him pose, and the NECA one I'm going to be using as my extreme fight pose figure. So that'll be cool. Anyway, that'll probably be the next thing you see me do. So look out for the NECA Batman Begins. Hope you've enjoyed these videos. I'll see you soon.